Of all the villagers on my Animal Crossing island, the one in most need of a house makeover is my buddy Eugene. Cool guy Eugene the koala doesn't have a house really at all. He instead has a business office space, which is no way to live.
And I'm a businessman.
All work and no play makes Eugene a dull boy, so let's dive right in and build him a home that he can actually relax and live in. Here's what Eugene is working with right now. Like I said, this is just an office. There is not really a whole lot of living space here. I think technically these cardboard boxes might be a bed, but like this is not really a home. So let's start with a blank slate and go from there. So I'm not exactly sure what I want to go with, but I know I want to use lots of sort of black and white. I think some of the cool furniture set and basically just go for a studio apartment kind of vibe. I'm not sure about wallpaper and flooring yet, so I'm gonna leave it for now. I don't mind this floor. The wall's definitely gonna change because that's like an office window. But again, I'm gonna start with furniture and then move on to that a little bit later. I feel like the kitchen area is probably the thing that's gonna take up the most space, so I wanna start with that. I've just put down a couple of the counters that you get from Happy Home Paradise, and I think I want to use the system kitchen. That's quite a good item. As convenient as it is that it comes with a little stovetop, I think I'm actually gonna replace that with a microwave because I'm not really sure how much cooking Eugene's gonna do, but hey. And then just gonna grab the double door refrigerator, probably in black, I think. Like I said, I want to go for like a black and white theme. And then I'm just gonna grab a couple of different other furniture items. Like I said, I want to use some of the cool stuff. So the cool sofa, for example. I believe there's a bed as well, and maybe like some iron furniture as well, like in the black color. So I'm gonna grab a few of those and we'll go from there. I'm not exactly sure on like what would be a good layout, particularly since like the kitchen is so big, but I think it kind of makes sense for the bedroom to be as far from the kitchen as possible, so sort of in opposite corners. And then I'll just kind of try and slot in everything like around that basically. So I definitely want to get like a little bit more storage, maybe something to act as like a night table, some stools for the counter. But I definitely want to make sure that there's space in the middle of the build. I've had a couple times, because you're restricted by the size of the villager homes, one or two of the builds I did initially had no walkable space in the middle, and I actually got told off by like Tom Nook or something for that. So I definitely don't want that to happen again here. I wonder if actually the sofa should face this way, and then I could potentially put a wall-mounted TV up on that wall, although then there isn't really a whole lot of space here for any stools. Let me move these back by like half a tile. There's now not space on the other side of the counters, but that's okay. Let me grab some sort of bar stool kind of vibe to go up the counter. Nope, those are side tables. I thought I was in the right section, but not quite yet. I think there's just like an iron stool? No. Oh, is this what I'm thinking of? The vintage stool? Does this just come in like an all black? Oh, and like an all white. Okay. Well, let's do black for now, although I am wary of putting in like too much like black furniture and then they're just all being like one color. I mean, the walls are still light right now, but I'm gonna change those, so yeah, I don't want to put in like just like all black everywhere, but I think this is okay for now. I am unsure about this couch placement though, just because of the amount of space right here. No, I think it'll be okay. I think it's okay. I think there's actually a bigger version of the mirror. I wonder if I should maybe grab that instead. I mean, not that there was anything wrong with the smaller one, but just Eugene screams sort of fashion, I guess, style, you know? He's a cool villager. What can I say? So I think we're going with the bigger mirror. Yeah, that kind of fills up the tile a little bit better as well, because the other one's quite skinny. I do still need something for this corner. It might end up just being like a house plant or like an extra set of shelves or something like that. I think a plant would actually be better just to sort of like liven it up a little bit. Like I was just saying, I am a little bit wary that I've used like all black furniture pretty much so far. So let's maybe grab like a cool plant. I don't know what a cool plant would be, but you know, maybe the Monstera? What do we think of that? Let me put it not quite in the corner though, because otherwise it'll kind of get like hidden by the iron shelves. Do you know, I don't mind that. I think that's all right. So before I move on to wall-mounted items, I actually want to commit to a wallpaper just so that I know if there's windows or anything else that I need to be avoiding when I place my items. So I'm gonna have a look and find a good wallpaper and flooring combo. I'm always wary of doing ones that don't have windows. Obviously, this one is sort of stylized to look like windows. But like I said, I'm getting rid of this one. Okay, so the black brick maybe works. Because I was thinking something like concrete, but I didn't... I actually didn't think the concrete one had windows. It does have windows, but I don't like those windows, so... I'm not going to use it, but for different reasons. The black brick might be okay. Again, I am wary of, like, too much. What if we do the white brick? Is that going to be, like, too light now, though? I don't know. I think I'm going to have to decide on a flooring as well. Yeah, okay. Let me take a second to do that. I don't mind this combination. My only qualm is that the white brick wall actually has like a bit of warmth to it, and I'm trying to keep it sort of monotone, so I don't quite like the yellowish tones that it's throwing in. But I think having an accent wall is probably a good idea, just because otherwise I think it's going to be either too much light or too much dark. But I'm pretty happy with the floor, with the sort of black and white tiles, and then I've just put like a rug over half of it. Just because I feel like if your whole home was tile, that's just like not as comfy in the sort of living and bedroom areas, you know? So I think that's what we're doing for our wallpaper. Is this too dark now? I'll just try my best to lighten it up with wall decorations. I know, for example, the iron wall rack comes in a white version. Nice, that's a good start. So yeah, I'm just gonna sort of grab things that feel like a sort of modern, cool vibe. And sort of, yeah, we'll see where we get, and then we'll make an assessment about the wallpaper maybe. I think the diner neon clock has quite a cool look to it. I keep saying cool, like the villager personality is called cool. Like I'm not really sure what other words to use. Chic? I don't know. I don't really know about these kind of things. Anyway, I think I like the vibe of this clock. And then I did say I wanted to put a wall-mounted TV over on this wall. I'm not sure how I feel about like a white TV, but I do think that having the lighter outside edge will help against the black wall. I think a wall-mounted phone would be good, partly because I don't really know how much surface space there is, but also, I don't know. I always feel like there's so much wall space to fill, so if I can take up some of that space with things like phones, then great. As we know, oops, that's the wrong item. I don't know that Eugene is a floral swag kind of guy. I actually was gonna say, I love the hanging terrarium item, so I'm gonna maybe put that like in the kitchen next to the window. I know that this framed poster comes with a sort of black and white, yeah, black and white photo. Although this one, typography, actually might work with the build as well. I'll do this one for now because that's what I had in mind. But I guess we could do both. Maybe not on the same wall, but that's maybe not a bad shout. Although it does have a sort of aged look to it, which I'm not sure how I feel about it. It might stay, it might not. And then I know that there's also a mom's art that, yeah, there we go. Nostalgia, which has a similar sort of, well, I say similar color scheme. It's black and white. I think that kind of works though, if I sort of center them both. Yeah. All the autograph cards and a fish poster. There's so many good items. I mean, these also have a sort of like yellow frame around them, but I think they'll be good for sort of lightening up the walls, because they're predominantly white. I'm actually not gonna put the fish photo, that's a squid, but I'm not gonna put the squid / fish photo over in that corner because I actually had an idea for this sort of corner. No, I've turned the thing. This corner over where I've put the Monstera. I want to grab some photos of other koala characters if I can. I like to sometimes do that with my villager home builds and my happy home paradise builds, is sort of put in framed photos of other characters that are that animal, essentially. Like if they were friends or maybe if they were cousins or something like that, you know? So I thought that would be a good idea to sort of maybe go on both of those walls in that corner. So yeah, I'm gonna try that and see how it looks. So here's all my koala friends. I say all my koala friends. These are just the ones that I've done builds for in Happy Home Paradise, but that's okay. We've got a little bit of variety. I believe the frames come in a few different options. Okay, so we can do I mean, I don't really think I want to do like the brightly colored ones, so we could do like white or this sort of dark wood version. Or is there like a silver? Oh yeah, silver. Okay. Let's maybe put silver in. That might be good. Or should they all be, well, I guess let me try them both with a, oops, I put it away. Let me try them both with a white frame and see how that looks. Okay, so is that too bright? Is it like too eye-catching? Because the pictures themselves are already colored. It looks like it's maybe a little bit bright. What if I change it to the dark wood option? I am just aware that the dark, oops, oh my god, I keep pressing the wrong button. I'm just aware that the dark wood option is not black. It's like a dark brown. So I'm hoping, no, okay. I was worried it was gonna sort of stand out too much, like if it was too much warmer or something like that, but it is not, so it's fine. Let me have a look. Yeah, I think that's better with the dark frames because, like I said, the pictures themselves already stand out. But I thought that was a cute idea, just sort of, you know, like a little photo corner, I guess, of like his family and friends. I'm sure that he's friends with non-koalas, to be fair, but anyway. Okay, I just swapped the order around a tiny bit. Sydney's was a little bit hidden by the Monstera, so I think this layout is better. And like I said, I definitely prefer it with a darker frame. Let me just have a look around because we might be pretty much done with wall decor. Yeah, that's looking pretty good, I think. I don't want to clutter it up too much. I have a tendency to do that, I feel. So let's move on from wall decor. I don't really know what ceiling decor would be good. Maybe this kind of thing, ceiling spotlight. That seems like kind of interesting. I don't know if we'd want it in like black or white or maybe silver actually. I don't know, because that could go kind of like above the counters. No, I think silver is weird. I think it should be white or black because otherwise it is too different, I guess. But then should we have another maybe like light or something over by the bedroom, or I don't know. Normally if I put a ceiling light, I tend to sort of put it in the middle of the build. Or if I'm doing two, I'll sort of center them around the middle of the build. Whereas this is sort of centered over the counter. So then it sort of makes placing anything else a little bit funky. Simple shaded lamp. I don't know. Is that like a boring one? I don't really know where we would put it. Like I said, I guess I could still put it in the middle. But then is it going to be like too close to those? Let's maybe not do that. Maybe I don't do any other ceiling decor. Yeah, okay. Let's just maybe leave it at that. I realized I forgot to do miscellaneous items earlier because I was thinking about the wall decor, where normally I would do miscellaneous decor before doing the wall items. So let's do that now. Like I said, I want to put a microwave in. Even though there's a stove there, it's fine. You know, Eugene feels more like a microwave kind of guy. Probably don't need any of this like cooking accessories. We don't need those. I do want to get like a little snack and a drink, I think, to go on the counter. I'm not really sure what's like a cool food, you know? And don't say ice cream, because you guys know that's not what I mean. Oh, like some super premium nigiri sushi? That sounds, I mean, it's super premium, you know? Also, it comes on a little like black serving board, so that kind of works. I don't like that when the counters are placed next to each other, you can't place something on the sort of midpoint because it's two different items, so there isn't a sort of center point basically. But that's okay, it's fine. We'll make do. And like I said, I also want a drink. I don't really know what would be like one of the sodas maybe, or like a milkshake. I don't know. What do we, or like some coffee? I don't know what Eugene likes to drink. I haven't asked him. I don't think I could ask him, and I don't know if he could tell me. So I'll just have to guess. I think I'm feeling like an iced cafe latte. Well, I would also love to have an iced cafe latte because it's very warm where I am. But I meant for the build. Also, I don't eat sushi, but if I did, I don't think I would have it with like an iced coffee. Those of you who consume both sushi and coffee, please tell me in the comments, would you have an iced cafe latte with your sushi? And why or why not? Because I don't think I would. So like I was saying earlier, there isn't a whole lot of surface space. There's really just the sort of nightstand and the top of the shelves. Well, I need to get a music player in. And otherwise, I think just like a little sort of light for the side. So we could do the Nova light. I don't like the yellow is too yellow, but I was gonna say, I think there's a white one. What do we think? Is that the right kind of vibe? Because I know there's also the cube light, which is just a cube. It's just a cube. but it's a light. Yeah, I was gonna say probably white. I don't know, is that too plain? Because it's just a white cube. Is that too plain? I think it's okay, because it's surrounded by like all of this, like the black wall and the black furniture. I think it's fine. I think it's fine. So now we just need a music player. If I can find music players. Oh, they're here. That's fine. What kind of music player do we think would be good for our friend Eugene? See, I always use this portable record player because I think that it's the cutest one. I don't know what colors. I think it does come in a black, but it's black with like, yeah, I was gonna say it's black with like red on it or something. I guess we could do like a green or a blue. I feel like I always use this one though. Let me use a different one. Certainly not the cute or the skull. Those are not the right vibe, I don't think. Or like the shell or stuff like that. Maybe like, maybe a tape deck? Is that what the cool kids use? I mean, there's also this just like upright speaker that looks quite like modern. How small is it though? Yeah, I was worried it was gonna be like quite small within its tile, and I was correct. So I actually don't think I want to use that. As much as I feel it fits the vibe of the build, it looks too small on top of those shelves. So I'm thinking maybe tape deck or cassette player. Okay, I think I like this one. I don't remember which one this is of tape deck or cassette player. This is a cassette player. Okay, cool. I think I like that. I do need to sort of take it down so that I can put music on it. I also got to find out what Eugene's favorite song is. So BRB while I do that and play it for him. So 2 pieces of information have been revealed to me. One is that, yeah, there we go. Agent KK is apparently Eugene's favorite song. Also, I was corrected because I'd been constantly referring to Eugene as cool as if that were like the name of the personality type, when actually it's called smug. But you guys know exactly what I mean, okay? Eugene walks around with sunglasses 24/7. I think his default outfit is like a black leather jacket. You guys knew what I meant, even if it wasn't the correct terminology. I also don't know how I feel about this song. So that's his favorite song in New Horizons. He does also have a different favorite song for like Happy Home Paradise, which is KK Rock. Let me sort of see how that sounds. It's Eugene who's gonna spend the most time with it, not me, so I guess we should go with the favorite, but I don't know. Let me just see. I don't even have KK Rock. I only have KK Rockabilly. All right, well, this Agent KK it is then. If Eugene says that this is the right vibe, then who am I to argue? Okay, let's have one last look around the place. How are we feeling about this? I still don't know how I feel about that typography picture, just because of the sort of sepia type deal going on with it. But I'm not really sure what else I would put above the bed, because I think without it, it's maybe like a little bit empty, I think. Let me see what else there is real quick. And otherwise, I think we might be done with the build. Okay, I can't really find anything else that I'd like. Nothing's jumping out at me. I did put this this little iron door plate above it in white. Just I feel like that's at least better than nothing. Yeah, I think we are finished with this build. I think, I don't know, something feels off, but I'm not quite sure what. So I'm gonna call it there. We will finish up with Tom Nook. I'm not gonna change the outside, as always. Well, almost always. I don't tend to change the outsides. And yeah, then we will come back and see what Eugene thinks. As I was reloading to film the outro, I just remembered something I wanted to add. Oh, isn't that always the way? Dang it to heck. Oh, Eugene is cooking and has put... Oh, right, he can't access the other system kitchen. He's also not wearing his sunglasses. At one point, I was on a mission to find out what his eyes looked like underneath those forever shades. Dang it, Eugene, I need to film the outro for the video. None of this has gone according to plan, so I'm gonna reload and hope that he's not cooking next time. Hopefully Eugene is at least at his house this time. I mean, he was at his house before, but just not the way I wanted him to be. So hopefully he's here, otherwise it's... Oh, excellent, he is. Okay, and hopefully he's not cooking again. Let's go see. Okay, Eugene is finally in his house and not cooking at a second system kitchen. I realized while I was reloading also that I actually wanted to add some wall spotlights behind the top of the system kitchen, just because then it makes it look like you have some like over counter lighting, which is a cool trick, which I meant to do and only remembered just a minute ago. But anyway, let's have a seat so we can hang out with Eugene and I can wrap up the video. I'm glad Eugene finally has a home that is comfortable and suits him. It looks like he's loving it and living his life. I hope you guys enjoyed as well. If you did, please consider leaving a like on this video. It would really help me out. For more content from me, you can subscribe down below, and you can also find me on Twitch, where I stream a few times a week. Please take care of yourselves, everyone, and I will see you again soon. Bye!